Greetings and welcome to your energy reading for the day. Welcome to Cat's Corner. I am Cat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. We have been going through the Cat Mythos and Magic Oracle deck every day. We've been pulling one card randomly from the deck every morning. Well, on the weekdays, I've been working on something special on projects for the weekends, so that's why I didn't post anything on Saturday or Sunday. This is a timeless reading for the collective, so whenever you come across this video, however you come across it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And as I said, we've been going through the Cat Mythos and Magic Oracle. We've been asking for the universe, source, God, our higher selves, to bring us wisdom and guidance for any energy that we're either working through right now or is coming towards us in the next couple of days, day to day, next couple of days. So sometimes these readings are a little bit wider than the day that they're posted, because energy, as we know, doesn't stop and start. It is an ongoing evolutionary process, just like we are. And that's the reason why it is, because we are that energy. So what is our card that we pulled for today? What are we looking at? Oh, I love this. This is awesome. This is card number 15, Electric Curiosity. And I don't know about you, if you have any kind of pets around, especially cats, they seem to be really good at collecting static electricity. I don't know if you've ever come across a time where you've reached out to a pet, whatever it was, and got a little bit of a shock, and they looked at you, they're like, what the heck was that? And why did you do that? That's what this card tells me. This little kitty, he's like, ow, ow. But at the same time, we understand that the reason why this happens is because all living creations, as well as what we think of as not living, but they all have an electromagnetic resonance. They either have a very, very low one that is almost unreadable, or they have a very large one that is like off the charts. And I feel like the two of these folks, the human and the feline, are both interacting with each other. This is what we do all the time. Our electromagnetic resonance, it's about our arm's width, radius around us that we are generating between our brain, our heart, the various electrical systems in our body that are all corresponding with each other. And however they are doing that, either with coherence or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to be radiating some type of energy. And you're always reacting with the quantum field as a result of that. And so you're literally kind of like electrically charged all the time. But what do I think of when I think of electric curiosity? I literally think of, I feel like I should call this quantum curiosity. The idea that, as we were saying, that we are all energetically entangled with this quantum reality, with each other, with everything that has happened and everything that is going to happen. And we want to have that sense of curiosity about things. We kind of get locked into a almost automaton reactions, not mindful responses, but just conditioned old reflexes that we're not even paying any attention to. And we need to understand that if we're not super happy with the way things are going in the world right now, in our personal environment, it may be because we aren't entertaining that sense of curiosity about what we are doing, what is happening around us, what we are planning on doing. That sense of wonder, that sense of, as it says, curiosity. I was listening to something the other day about the idea, the mind of a child, and how, if you recall when you were very small, like before you even started school, I don't know if you can recall when you were that small, but anytime you were out walking around anywhere, anytime you were anywhere, awake, sitting in your crib, exploring the floor, you see things without judgment. You simply see things. So I was walking to do errands this morning and noticed hedges with new growth sticking out of them. And my little adult brain instantly judges and says, "Ooh, that needs to be trimmed." And I stopped myself right there, literally stopped on the sidewalk and looked at that offending bush and said, "No, it doesn't need to be trimmed. It's simply a bush with new growth coming out of it. Stop looking at everything like you have to evaluate it for, positives and not positives. That is not what curiosity is about. Curiosity is just that sense of wonder, looking at the color of the hedge and the new growth, how the different colors, they're different between new growth and old growth. Old growth is a deeper, darker green. The new growth is a brighter, more vibrant green. The fact that there's new growth coming up in the middle of the summer in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I'm not even going to comment on that. But we have a wacky world that we live in. The point is that we want to maintain that sense of curiosity without judgment, without having to have an opinion on anything. It is absolutely not necessary. I haven't even looked in the book yet. Let's take a look in the book and see what it says for us. I will just also say the number 15 reduces down to a 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. And we know 6 is the second of the Tesla perfected 369 numbers. It is a very magical number. It has a lot of esoteric connotations, and I'm not going to go into those. You guys feel free to put any comments if you want to do that. You are always welcome to comment, to like, to subscribe, whatever you feel is the right thing for you to do, because I don't get any money from these videos. This will never be a monetized channel, so the only reason why I would like you to do that is because you feel like it's the right thing to do. Let's take a look in the book and find out what our card number 15, Electric Curiosity. Oh Lord. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you right now, I'm falling over on the couch laughing. I did not look in the book before I started this reading. I did not look in the book until just now, as we were doing it together right now. Macaque, Tesla's black cat. Everything you find in this world is a source of questions and answers. Look carefully. Listen with intent and be prepared to delve deep into the clues. The mythos behind the card. Macaque invites you to experience the magic of discovery in the ordinary. He advises becoming more curiously observant. You will find yourself gathering electric answers and divining the secrets of the world around you. Ask a question. And when the question is answered, what's the next query that comes from the first? That deserves more information too. Delve deep. You are exploring the marvelous happenings of an ordinary world. And this is the story behind Macaque, Nikola Tesla's black cat. Nikola Tesla, the father of the alternating current, as well as many other important electric-related inventions, credited his boyhood family cat for arousing his interest in electricity. For it was in stroking his cat Macaque's back that he first observed static electricity. Okay. So literally just confirming, affirming what I just said, what we just got in the pre-book read on this card. So there's Tesla reaching out and touching Macaque, and Macaque, M-A-C-A-K. So I may be mispronouncing that, but it looks like it's pronounced macaque, or it might be macaque. I'm not sure. There's not a whole lot of obvious variations on that. But I love this. I love, yes, the idea that you are exploring the marvelous happenings of an ordinary world. It is literally exactly like I was just saying, to have those eyes of wonder as a child. That's what it means to have the mind of a child, to be open, to be curious, to wonder, and be amazed at something so common as a piece of paper, as a couch or a chair or the floor, wherever you're seated, standing, laying down. There's something amazing about where you are right now, and it has nothing to do with reaching out and trying to find something amazing. You're amazing all by yourself. Your existence is amazing. What you are doing in this world is amazing. So lots of stuff here that is just full of amazingness. We'll just put it that way. What are the three cards that we pulled from the You Are Pawsome deck for motivation supplement on this electric curiosity reading? And I will just repeat that for the You Are Pawsome deck, we just put those three cards we pull every day back into the deck and reshuffle the whole entire thing. So we may get repeats on the cards from the You Are Pawsome deck, and I will tell you right now, I think at least two of these are repeats. So what I want to say with that is, don't disregard the fact that you've seen this card on these readings in the past week or so. That's not what source, that's not what God, that's not what the universe is telling you. What it's telling you is, this is important enough, it needs to be repeated. That there are more nuances for us to glean from this. So be open as well to new ways of interpreting these three cards here. Today is a good day. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Every day is a good day. The fact that you are freaking alive, baby, is a good day. So learn to rest, not to quit. Just because you are busy getting stuff done doesn't mean that you don't need a break every now and then. So be sure you're doing that and mind your body. This is a new one. And I don't know exactly how to read, at least from the this side of the card on this one. He's getting plunked on the head with drops. And that's like Chinese water torture time. So maybe mind your body if you're getting some kind of repeated something, some repeated irritation, some repeated issue. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Don't be sitting there sweating it going, it'll go away if I ignore it long enough. No, you're going to end up with a hole in your head if you're not paying attention. Let's take a look on the other side of these cards and see what they are telling us specifically. And we'll go in the order that they are here. So we start with, today is a good day. Try to learn something new. Here's that curiosity right there, right at the very beginning. It still constantly amazes me how open these conversations are in these readings between the card we pull from one deck and three cards we pull from a completely different deck randomly. Cracks me up every time. Try to learn something new. Every day presents an opportunity. Every day presents an opportunity to expand your knowledge and horizons. Learning something new today can enrich your life in countless ways. What would have happened if Tesla had never petted his kitty and gotten that static electricity charge and been curious about it? How different would our world be today? No alternating current. We'd be on Edison's direct current line and completely in the dark ages, literally. This is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Enjoy the art of acquiring new knowledge and letting it transform your everyday experiences. Yes, there is nothing ordinary. Today is a good day. So learn to rest, not to quit. These are the five, the grounding exercises, and you're familiar with these. So right now, with me, right now, name 5 things that you can see around you. You can count your body. You can count the room that you're in, the furniture that's there. Name 5 things you can see around you. Go. Now, identify 4 things that you can hear. What can you hear? You can hear my voice on this video. Yes. But what else can you hear? Is there any traffic around where you are? Air conditioner. I got trucks, the trash trucks going off in the street. That's why I've got the door closed, so you guys don't have to listen to it. They're pretty loud. What can you hear? 4 things you can hear. 3 things you can touch. Touch the chair you're sitting on. Touch the phone or the computer that you're watching this video on. Touch your head. Now, smell, sniff. What do you smell? What do you smell? You may just smell the air. But do you smell your coffee? Do you smell toast that you made? What else do you smell? Now, take a slow, deep breath. And you have just recharged your brain and your body. You've just given yourself like a new hour of energy just by doing that. Anytime you're feeling fatigued, overwhelmed, stop. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, and then breathe. And mind your body. Body awareness. Sit or lie down comfortably in a calm environment. Take slow, deep breaths. Pay attention to the sensations in your toes. Gradually move your focus up your body, noticing each sensation along the way. So I won't do that with you here right now, guys, but it doesn't take very long. You can do it in less than a minute, less than 60 seconds, but take a few seconds and starting with your toes. How do your toes feel right now? Are they comfortable? Are they cold? Are they warm? Are they squished? Can you feel, are you sitting on the floor with your feet resting on the floor? Are you sitting in a chair with your feet resting on the floor? How do your toes feel? How do the tops of your feet feel? And the bottoms and your ankles? How does your whole foot feel? Go along through the whole body and really get a sense of if there's any aches, if there's any itches, if there's any tightness, if there's anything that you are noticing at all. If something feels amazing, notice that too. Notice your body, mind your body, mind your body, and your body will be mindful for you as well. That is our reading for the day. I do hope that it resonated and blessed you. It gave me a lot of excitement, a lot of energy about being curious for today. That's our word for the day. Curiosity. Just not judging things, just simply looking at a pillow and admiring the colors in it, not looking at whether it's sitting perfectly straight on the couch or the chair or wherever the bed. Just look at things. Imagine that you are 2 years old and just imagine what a 2-year-old would see if they looked around the room where you are right now. How many magical things would they be curious about? How does this feel? This looks really interesting. How does this feel? How does it smell? How does it taste? You know, kids are always sticking things in their mouths. It's not because they're hungry. It's because they're curious. And taste is a very strong sensation, as is smell. So get your face in that pillow. Get your face in there and smell what you are experiencing. Don't necessarily lick it, but if it has a flavor from what you've smelled, definitely notice that as well. You'd be surprised at how nuanced, very common, ordinary things that you have around you all the time are. Because we just don't even look at them anymore. We kind of glance at them, ID them in our mind. That's a pillow. That's a chair. That's my foot. And we don't pay any attention after that unless something is calling our attention to it. The pillow falls over, the foot has an itch or whatever, We don't have to wait for something to get our attention. We can choose where to put our attention. And that's what this card is telling us to do. That's what this reading is telling us to do. To be curious, to not have to judge, not have to have an opinion, not have to have a point of view, to simply observe. So that is your permission slip for today, to be curious, to get more information, to find out more information about something you've been curious about for a while. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Namaste and ciao for now.